Whether in life, on the court, or in the classroom, at Elgin Community College, you could find your place alongside those expanding their horizons, exploring rewarding careers, and achieving their dreams. A place for doers, thinkers, and believers. At ECC, we see you, we believe in you, and you'll fit right in. Learn more at elgin.edu/belong.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Governor J.B. Pritzker has reappointed Ann McIntyre to continue serving as Inspector General for the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services. McIntyre has held the role since 2022. Governor J.B. Pritzker accounted for nearly 80% of the $6.3 million raised by Illinois Future PAC last year, with most of the remaining funds coming from Pritzker's cousin, Jennifer Pritzker. The PAC is supporting Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton for U.S. Senate. The Employment Policies Institute is pushing back against minimum wage proposals from Democratic U.S. Senate candidates in Illinois. The group says hikes to $17 or $25 an hour could cost more than 21,000 Illinois jobs and up to 1.2 million nationwide. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Here to say that Progressive knows that life can change quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, like when I have to take my ex off my policy.
Oh, sorry. But yes, we can do that.
And can you send them a message and tell them that they have trust issues that they need to work on?
We don't really get in the middle of these conflicts.
Also, can you let them know that I was faking interest in his band and it's probably time to grow up?
I'm not going to do it. Just know that with Progressive, you can easily make changes to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Also, I'm staying in touch with his mom because she's absolutely lovely.
Bad idea.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The Bulls, part of a three-team trade in the NBA, made official on Monday with the trade deadline coming up this Thursday. Chicago on the road tonight at Milwaukee, where the Bucks are reportedly accepting counteroffers for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Cleveland sends DeAndre Hunter to Sacramento. Dennis Schroeder and Keon Ellis head to the Cavaliers, while the Bulls will take on Dario Saric and a pair of second-round picks. Cavs also get Bulls two-way player Emmanuel Miller in the deal. Just a couple of days away, the NHL goes on an extended break for the Winter Olympics in Italy. Action on Monday, the Blackhawks doubled up San Jose 6-3 at United Center. Chicago broke it open with 4 goals in the second period. 2 goals, 2 assists for Ryan Donato. Spencer Knight made 24 saves. Road game tomorrow for the Blackhawks at Columbus. The Blue Jackets have wins at 5 straight. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel despised the word empty. Empty plates, empty tables, empty stomachs. That's why he made the KFC $5 bowls, like the famous bowl. Creamy mashed potatoes, crispy chicken, corn, gravy, and cheese. Because the only empty the Colonel liked was when you reached the bottom of that bowl. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. 5 KFC bowls for just $5 each.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by KFC. Today, mostly sunny with a high near 27, cooling to around 23 this afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 9. Looking ahead to Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 26, and temperatures falling to around 23 in the afternoon. Currently, it's 24 and clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and
This is Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN. National news at the top of every hour and local news and weather at the bottom. Find more information about programming and current events at WRMN1410.com. News, weather, and entertainment across the Fox River Valley here on WRMN 1410 AM, the Talk of the Town.
It's easier than you think for pests to threaten your family's health. Ticks, which spread dangerous diseases, hide in tall grasses and even on your pets. Rodents easily invade your home, contaminate food, and can carry more than 35 diseases. Mosquitoes, which breed in standing water, transmit many diseases. Get the facts you need to protect your family at pestworld.org. It's that easy. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
Welcome in, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the valley and the talk of the town. Hey, we're broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the listeners, the Fox River Valley area. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in today. This is the 12 o'clock segment for Out to Lunch. A little bit more on the condensed side here, so we'll skip through a couple different things, but we'll continue on going through what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. We've got some great local content as well, too. Tammy does have a live show today, so we'll be joining in with her on that. Give you a little bit of a sneak peek. She's going to be talking about some interesting things when it comes to the Grammys. You might have watched the Grammys there, too, of course. If you are on many social media platforms, I am certain that you have probably already seen some of the memes that are out there, especially if you're younger and you are more in tune with all of that too. So, you know, a lot of people do this when it comes to the Grammys. They look at things, they're like, okay, now this celebrity did that little side eye. Does that mean something? Or they said this. What does that really mean? You know, they always try to encode little things like that too, which, hey, it's kind of fun to do, to be honest. But it's interesting to see all of that too. Is for many people out there. For me, I don't really care, to be honest. I don't care. Not really. It's kind of interesting sometimes. You know, sometimes I get a little chuckle out of things here and there. But, or, you know, in a serious note, it's like, oh, wow, that's cool. That person won that. That's fantastic, you know. Best in show, you know, or, you know, best musical artist, best sound, visual aspect to music videos, things like that, right? So still cool, though, for many people out there who do enjoy it. So with that being said, we'll continue on here going through the weather and temperatures. I want to say, of course, a big thank you to Shauna for joining us again here for Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International. It's on Out to Lunch, discussing all things vacations, land and sea, vacation hotspots, special deals, reviews, events, and more. So we'll have that interview posted shortly onto our YouTube channel. You can actually find it under the live section. It has actually already been posted there, so you can find it on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/WRMN radio. And that is the first Tuesday of every month. That is from 11 until 12. That's with Shauna White, president of Cruises International, located in Hoffman Estates. We also say thank you to Danny Gilly for calling in today for Medicare Made ABCD Easy. That's brought to you by Divbic, and Gilly. That's DDG Insurance. You can visit their website at ddginsurance.org for more information on Medicare and Medicaid. And if you are a senior, how they can help to ensure that you are all set for life, right? You got to be. So let's go through our weather and temperatures here. What do we have for the rest of this week and also into next week? Today is a plentiful amount of sunshine, eventually getting into a little bit more cloudier skies for tonight. We are going to be seeing a high of 28 degrees today. It's currently 26 right now. We see a low of 12 degrees coming up for tonight. Partly cloudy this evening with more clouds for overnight. A few flurries could also be possible too. So that's coming up for later tonight. For Wednesday the 4th, we see here a high of 28 degrees, cloudy skies early, followed by partial clearing. Winds are predicted to be light and variable. We are going to be seeing it dropping down to a low of 13 degrees coming through, mostly clear skies early, becoming more overcast later during the night. That's for Wednesday. Heading on into Thursday, the 5th of February, as we are already in the month of February, we see cloudy skies and a high of 32 with a low of 28. Potential flurries or snow showers could be possible coming up for Thursday. We get into the weekend, or at least closer to the weekend. Friday's predicted to almost be a high of 40, high of 38, but overcast. A few clouds from time to time, dropping back to chillier temperatures of a low of 13 is in that forecast for Friday. Heading on into Saturday, we see that temperature dropping a little bit more to a high of 27. Intervals of clouds and sunshine passing through the day. Cloudy for Saturday night with a low of 23. Sunday, it's the big day, folks. You already know what it is. It's the big game. That's mostly cloudy skies, though, a high of 33. And a low of 22 degrees is in that forecast for the big game day. Winds are light and variable coming up. That should be a good time. And you don't want to miss out on that opportunity. So that'll be coming up February 8th. And let me tell you, there are some fun activities that you can go to and experience. So we'll talk about that also coming up here as well, including a fun event at Schaumburg Boomers. I won't be able to make it out there, but it is a benefit bash that's coming up. We are going to be out there. WRMN representatives of WRMN are going to be out there. I won't be able to make it because I already do have a family gathering event that's already been planned a couple months ahead. So I'm there in spirit. But it's going to be at the Wintrust Field. And you can find that posting there on our Facebook page. So get your tickets today. Not only are you getting an open bar, you're getting food, you're getting to watch the big game, and you're also helping support youth that are in need of sports equipment. And that's really a win for everyone for sure. So come on out with WRMN and watch the game with us. That's the big game. We'll call it that here on the airwaves. But you know what it is, of course. And that's with WRMN, as well as sponsored by Celsius Live Fit, as well as Vaselli Law Offices, too. So live streaming, free parking, open bar, food, silent auction, raffles, and games. It's going to be a great time. You don't want to miss out on that great opportunity. An unforgettable big game night at the Wintrust Field. So we're looking forward to it. And again, you can find more information posted on our Facebook page. Taking a look here, let's go through our inspirational story of the day today. This is a nice little one here. Random kindness of a total stranger on an extremely cold day. This was posted by a user by the name of Kedzie and Lawrence on today, February 3rd. Friday morning in bitterly cold weather, 14 degrees below zero, my daughter's car broke down. Cars passed by, but no one stopped. Then an older Latina woman with handicap plates pulled over. She was the only one. She offered my daughter the warmth and safety of her car, staying with her until help arrived. A friend eventually came and gave her a jump so she could move her car out of danger. We will never forget the kindness of that woman. In a frightening moment, a stranger showed compassion, and that act of humanity means more than words can express. So, you know what? That happens. When it comes to those cold weathers and temperatures, it can be tempting to be like, oh, I got to get to work. A lot of people are, a lot of people are busy. They got to get to work. Sometimes you go and you help someone, and especially if it's a cold, wintry day, you're also kind of at risk of having cars pass and maybe not seeing where they're going, right? It could be a blustery day. But this woman in this story took the time and effort to say, you know what, I'm going to go out of my way to help these people in need. And that's fantastic. So a great way that we can learn from a person like her too. A nice inspirational story that was posted today and shared, and you can always share them too on sunnyskies.com for more information. So some good stuff there. And finally, before we take our time out, we've got our word of the day, and it's definitely a mouthful and an interesting one that I have never heard of before. And it sounds odd, but it is a word. It is a verb, and it is hornswoggle. Yes, that is a word, hornswoggle. It sounds interesting. I'll just say that. Hornswoggle. It is spelled HORNSWOGGLE. Yes, this is a real word that is recognized today on February 3rd. To hornswoggle someone is to trick or deceive them. Okay, well, that's interesting. I think we were hornswoggled by that magician is how it's used in a sentence. I don't know. It's the more I read that word, the more I say it. I don't know. It's kind of an interesting word. That's how I'll put it. Hornswoggled. I don't know. It's an interesting one. And we'll move on from that. We'll take our quick time out, folks. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Hey, you got to have a little bit of some chuckle in your life, right? Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a little bit.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
When it comes to orthopedic and spine surgery, Prime Healthcare St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin leads the way. Recognized by U.S. News and World Report as a high performer across multiple surgery types, we offer advanced and minimally invasive procedures supported by state-of-the-art imaging technology. Our expert surgeons and compassionate care teams are here to help you move, heal, and live better every step of the way. St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, exceptional care close to home.
In the middle of the night, everything will be all right if you listen to Coast to Coast right here on WRMN 7 days a week from midnight to 5 a.m. Each night on Coast to Coast, listeners are captivated by George Newry with discussions on news and current events, conspiracy theories, UFOs, life after death, and all things curious and unexplained. Whether you're working third shift or you're just a night owl, catch the most listened to overnight talk radio program in North America, Coast to Coast, every night, midnight to 5 a.m. right here on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
The Live Like Rue Foundation is a 501c3 charitable organization that assists owners and their pets through a cancer diagnosis by providing financial and emotional support. In memory of a dog named Rue, the foundation helps local shelters and rescuers by sponsoring animals with cancer who do not yet have a forever home. Live Like Rue is a beacon of light during a dark time. For support for your pet or to donate or volunteer, please go to livelikeRue.org. Again, livelikeRue.org.
Kids today live in a world full of social pressure, bullying, and substance abuse. LEAD has a solution. LEAD connects law enforcement agencies with schools to deliver tested, proven, and effective anti-drugs and violence training to kids. Learn more about LEAD, Law Enforcement Against Drugs and Violence, and our work to create safer, healthier communities at leadrugs.org or on social media at We Are LEAD. Sponsored by LEAD, Inc.
If your idea of therapy involves a fishing rod, a tree stand, or a campfire, then you need American Outdoors Radio. Host John Cruz speaks your language, whether it's about the best lures, tracking game, or that one buddy who always forgets to bring the beer. John's got the tips to sharpen your aim, the hacks to pack lighter, and the stories to keep you entertained. Again, that's American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz. Saturdays at 7 a.m. on WRMN 1410. Or stream it at WRMN1410.com. Get ready to outfish, outhunt, and outcamp 'em all on American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-234-0316. 800-234-0316. That's 800-234-0316.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Yes, we hope that you are enjoying this lovely day today. I did want to talk a little bit here, just briefly, on the National Day today, and then we'll go through some things happening locally here in the Fox River Valley area. Don't forget, of course, also, we want to remind you that this show, Out to Lunch, is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Get back to doing what you love with expert orthopedic and spine care at St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. From advanced surgery to personalized rehab, their specialists are with you throughout your care journey. St. Joseph Hospital, now a proud member of Prime Healthcare, is here to keep you moving. So you can schedule your appointment today by calling their number at 847-931-5525 or visit their website at stjosephelgin.com. So thank you so much to St. Joseph Hospital for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. What do we have for our national days? Well, of course, it is Out to Lunch, so we do talk about food, and we've got some good ones, including one that maybe is kind of shoved aside a little bit on the shelves of the delicious cakes that many of us see at bakeries and different restaurants. And that's National Carrot Cake Day. Carrot cake, to me, it's a pretty delicious cake. I do enjoy it, but sometimes it tends to be, a little bit shoved to the side. I can't speak for everyone, of course, but usually when we think of cakes, we think of chocolate, vanilla, Oreo cake, maybe a cream filling cake, and then, carrot cake tends to be the one at the corner, right? Well, of course, you can enjoy one of the America's favorite flavors of cake. In the carrot cake, we get to eat our veggies. Yes, and speaking for myself too, it's a good way to get some of my veggies in there. Carrot cake does closely resemble a quick bread from its preparation and to its final consistency there too. The quick breads mix the wet and dry ingredients separately before then combining them together. And then the final product is a little bit coarser than the traditional cake, which is actually how I do like it. You get the creamy frosting that separates the layers, often then complements the spice of the cake. And that's what I do like usually when it comes to cake, is when you do have a little bit of a spice to it, when there are spices that are put into the cake, that really does help to not make it seem so sugary and sweet. I can't really have too much cake because it can be very sugary. It can be a little overpowering. I do get a little warm when I eat sugary cake. And that just really is mainly the frosting side of the things. But when you do get it with a little bit of some nuts or raisins in there too, that does help to kind of make it feel like you're not eating so much sugar. It does kind of help to make you not feel too guilty when you're having, when you're having your cake and eating it too, so to say. So the carrot's natural sweetness may have been also selected as a substitute back in the day in the Middle Ages, where sugar was hard to find or it might have been more expensive. Carrot cake most likely developed from a carrot pudding, which could be savory or sweet. So that's recognized today on this National Day. Another day as well that's recognized, it is National Women's Physicians Day, recognized on February 3rd. And on this day, we honor the path that female doctors have paved since 1849 as we recognize National Women Physicians Day. This day marks the birthday of Dr. Elizabeth Blackwell, the first woman to receive a medical degree in the United States back in 1849. Dr. Blackwell initiated the movement that helped women gain entry and equality in the field of medicine. Now, of course, medicinal fields have been around since the beginning of time, right? Especially women. It's definitely something that women did back in the day, back in the dark ages, back in the middle, just throughout time, right? Herbs, spices, and healing properties. Of course, a lot of them deemed as witches. As we know, the Salem witch trials, a lot of them really were just women who, had a lot of healing properties, and it was a lot of things that came from earth that they were able to do. And so there's a whole history on that as well. They've been around for centuries, of course, but not really officially recognized, at least being able to have a specific degree until 1849. And again, Dr. Blackwell really did help to pave that way. The day celebrates the courage of Elizabeth Blackwell and the accomplishments of female physicians everywhere. At the same time, the day strives to bring improvements to the workplace for the growing number of women physicians entering the field of medicine. So if you want to read a little bit more on that, you can find it posted on the nationaldaycalendar.com website. You can find that posted on there for more information. And then if you also go to National Today Calendar, they do have a couple other things that you can also take a look at and maybe celebrate as well. They usually do have different weeks that you can find too. So those are some good ones out there. For example, let's see if they have any weeks this week. I'm not seeing anything on the list for their specific weeks. But there are a couple other ones. American Painters Day is recognized today in America as a hobby. And yes, of course, painters have some amazing works that are featured. There's a lot of different creations that really tell some interesting stories when it comes to what they're trying to convey to the audience. And let me tell you, there's some interesting, famous paintings that are featured out there too. Some of them have been stolen and have been returned. Some of them never to be found again. Hopefully, maybe someday. It's interesting to see too, painters back in the old days, how, canvases and paint was expensive. And so they had many times had to reuse the same canvases. So it's cool that we have the technology to be able to determine, at least in some form, what happened to be behind those paintings that were previous versions of paintings, or even just some completely different ones that were featured by some of these very famous painters. So this is a day to recognize. And if you yourself are a painter, that's great. It's something that is really beautiful that you're able to share that artistic expression. And I know with AI, it can be definitely a more difficult field with that competition, or I wouldn't even necessarily say a competition, so to say, but that's something that, well, I guess you could say it too, because there are AI artists out there as well. But that's a whole nother conversation on whether you view AI as art or not. But remember there too that the paint is something that you physically, you put emotion and motion and emotion into it, right? You get it onto the canvas, and then there's depth to it as well too. So there's all that goes into it as well. It's not just taking in information and spitting it out, right? It's actually taking the time and the energy, and there's a cost to it with the paint and the brushes and everything that goes into it. So we definitely want to recognize those artists, especially local artists. What's a great place to go to here in the Fox River Valley? Side Street Studio Arts at 15 Ziegler Court here in Elgin. They have a lot of really great artists that are featured in their galleries that you can find. There's a couple other galleries that you can find in Elgin and around the Fox River Valley area too. So again, so many different local artists. We hope to bring more on here to WRMN to promote. And if you are a local artist yourself too, and you want to promote what you have to offer, what are some of your beautiful creations, and telling us why you love doing it. What is the story? Tell us the story. We love that. Feel free to reach out to us today at 847-741-7700 or also info@WRMN1410.com. We got to support those local artists, and there's a lot, even just in the Elgin area too. So stay tuned. Up next, we've got our Tradio segment here on Out to Lunch.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Progressive. Governor J.B. Pritzker accounted for nearly 80% of the $6.3 million raised by Illinois Future PAC last year, with most of the remaining funds coming from Pritzker's cousin, Jennifer Pritzker. The PAC is supporting Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton for U.S. Senate. The Employment Policies Institute is pushing back against minimum wage proposals from Democratic U.S. Senate candidates in Illinois. The group says hikes to $17 or $25 an hour could cost more than 21,000 Illinois jobs and up to 1.2 million nationwide. Governor J.B. Pritzker has reappointed Ann McIntyre to continue serving as Inspector General for the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services. McIntyre has held the role since 2022. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel despised the word empty. Empty plates, empty tables, empty stomachs. That's why he made the KFC $5 bowls, like the famous bowl. Creamy mashed potatoes, crispy chicken, corn, gravy, and cheese. Because the only empty the Colonel liked was when you reached the bottom of that bowl. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. 5 KFC bowls for just $5 each.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Are you dreaming of a getaway? Want to leave the stress of daily life behind? Whether it's a relaxing cruise or an adventurous land escape, planning the perfect vacation doesn't have to be a hassle. At Cruises International, they specialize in vacation destinations, land and sea, making your dreams come true. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, Cruises International isn't just about booking travel. They're your personal concierge, trusted travel advisor, and advocate. Your preferences are unique, and they'll take the time to understand exactly what you're looking for. From personalized service to their global network of specialists, they ensure that your vacation is tailor-made just for you. It's time to plan the vacation of a lifetime. Call 800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447 today and speak to a cruise and vacation expert. Cruises International. It's time to set sail to your dream destination.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. This afternoon, mostly sunny with a high near 27. As temperatures drop, expect a low around 9 tonight with partly cloudy skies. Looking ahead to Wednesday, we'll see mostly sunny conditions with a high near 26. Tomorrow night, it will be partly cloudy with a low around 11. Currently, it's 25 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I took the gas hose out of my car's tank. Ooh, not smart. And I drove off while still attached to pump number 3.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Out to lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody, today. Just had to let a guest in here who's going to be on for a political talk show. We're going to be recording that, and then it'll play later tonight, so stay tuned for that here on WRMN. Ooh, I ran a little bit, but that's good. I need some of the exercise for sure, especially in these winter months. Let's go through our Tradio segment. This is the time to call in now, 847-931-1410. If you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, this is the time to call in. Hey, don't forget you can also text us at 505-926-1410. If you want to send over any pictures, flyers, information, anything that might be coming up, of course, please feel free to do that. You can also email me as well, Matt at WRMN1410.com. So you can feel free to email me there. And that's a great way to reach out, send pictures. So if you prefer to do that, you can, or you can text us. But again, calling in is a great way to do it live so people can listen in and hear it, your voice, talk about it. What are you looking to buy? What are you looking to sell, trade, or announce? I know that spring's coming up. I know that we've got flea markets coming up around the corner too. I'm excited. I know that the Elgin high school flea market's coming up. I'm going to work on trying to get the coordinator on the air again with us here for this year. I know it's coming up February 28th. It's going to be a fun time. I'm hoping that I can try to make it out there. Last year I made it out there and Jeff Myers was there. You know Jeff Myers. So that should be fun. And you can find some of the cool jewelry. I'm so excited. I've got so many jewelry pieces already, though, stacking on bracelets and things. I like to be a little bit bougie on a budget, is what I say. But you can find some really, really nice stuff. I mean, really nice stuff. Definitely. And you know what's great there, too, when it comes to, and I know I'm going on a tangent now, but when it comes to going to a lot of those different flea markets, they have not just old stuff, right? So maybe you're a person that's like, I don't really care for the old stuff. Someone else used it. They've got local small businesses, entrepreneurs out there who make their own things, make their own pottery, jewelry, clothes, accessories, things like that. So whether you're looking for brass jewelry, if you're looking for sterling silver, if you are looking for gold, whether it's plated, filled, or painted too, they have a whole list of different things. They have a ton of different booths out there. Different businesses. local businesses that make their own jewelry, they sell their own jewelry, and it's really cool to find that too. So it doesn't necessarily even have to be vintage. You can still find some really great modern jewelry if you are into that modern flair of jewelry. You want something that's new, you want something that's fresh. There's people that can also custom make it for you too. So these are really great events to go to. I'm excited to be talking about them, especially once we get closer into the flea market season. But with that being said, of course, we've got our Tradio segment. Who has recently called in? Of course, Greg. We've got Greg here, and he's looking for those old bicycles from the 1800s to the 1970s. He's looking for the vintage Omega watches. They can be men's or women's watches, and also the diver style watches too. So he's a collector, not a dealer. He'll pay a fair price on those too. And that's guaranteed. He's got cash available. He's also looking for old gas tether cars. They're the old toy cars from the 50s and the 60s. He's looking for old racing go-karts. He also is looking to add some extra pieces for a Schuco Disney monorail toy. And those are the things that he specifically is looking for. Now, he does have some things that he is looking to sell. So if you're interested in these, he's got a Goose Island bicycle. It's a Schwinn 312. It's a nice, bright mustard yellow color, kind of like a Heinz mustard. And then it does also have black seat and handlebars too. So it's a nice bicycle. It runs very good for $99. I know that it's still pretty cold outside, but a lot of people are starting to get prepared for the spring season when it's warmer and people can start riding those bikes. And once we do get into the springtime, I'll give you, we'll do it a couple, try to talk about it a couple times each month about the different Fox River Valley trails that you can go on, different parks that you can go to, and things like that. We'll bring that back onto the scene here for Out to Lunch, or also, of course, included there too, the community hour. So we'll definitely discuss those. Back to Greg here. He also does have for sale for $425. It's a Hamilton Beach 3-head milkshake maker. It's in the color ivory, so it's pretty good condition too. It also comes with the 3 metal cups to keep your milkshake nice and cold, icy cold. He's also selling one Lionel Pioneer Zephyr, kind of like the ones that you see at the Museum of Science and Industry, and it's nice and shiny. It's got the chrome on there. And then he also has a son looking for Pokemon cards. And then he also does have a nice Bailey blue hat for sale, and it does come with the box. And it's in the size extra large. So it's a nice bright blue color. Reach out to him today at 847-962-6033. Again, that's 847-962-6033. Another trader caller here, Gary's looking for a typewriter. No, it's not my dad, Gary. This is a different Gary. And he's looking for it from the 30s to the 50s in the color black. He's looking for a portable one, preferably with a nice case that comes with it too. So if you are interested, maybe you've got one, you know someone that has one that they are looking to sell it as well, reach out to Gary today. That number is 847-372-8083. Again, that's 847-372-8083. Another Tradio caller here located out in Elmhurst has a car for sale. This is a 2009 Toyota Corolla, and it's a Model S. It's got a 5-speed manual transmission, and he says it's in great condition. Now, the asking price on this is $5,000 or best offer. If these generic descriptions are enticing you a little bit and you want to find out more information, pictures, dimensions, all that jazz, feel free to reach out to him today. He's located out in Elmhurst, and that number to dial is 312-296-4223. That's 312-296-4223. That's the number to dial. So please feel free to reach out to them for more information. Of course, lots of other good things are coming up here too, which we will definitely be discussing. We're still in our Tradio segment, so if you want to call in today, that's 847-931-1410. Those phone lines are open. We also do have our text line too, if you want to reach out to us that way. I wanted to go through what's coming up here next here in the next couple of days. What are some fun events that you can go to? And we'll talk about that, and we'll even show it to you here on the screen on our YouTube channel. So that way you'll be able to see what is going on. Downtown Crystal Lake and Main Street recently posted that it's the month of February, which means it's coming up for a food drive. Their Have a Heart food drive was going to be officially starting, And what better way to celebrate the month of love than to give back? So how can you participate in this? If you go to the downtowncl.org/events page, you'll be able to find it. So it's going on now through till February 28th. This is a great way to make a meaningful difference in your community this Valentine's Day. These are proceeds that help people in need, right? This is definitely a month of love and a month of giving, right? So it's all February long. They're teaming up with Crystal Lake Food Pantry. This is downtown Crystal Lake. And it's part of their annual Have a Heart food drive this year. They're making the drive bigger and better by collecting donations all month long this month. Now, the pantry is currently accepting both monetary donations and also canned goods. Now, here's a list of some of their most needed items, just to let you know. So the first one on this list is tuna and other canned meats are something that they're looking for. Canned corn is another one on this list. Any side dishes too. So maybe some instant mashed potatoes or maybe some peas and carrots, things like that. So any side dishes, rolls, bread. Baby food is another thing that they're looking for too. And also large juices. Large juices are something that they're looking for that's important. Every donation, of course, whether it's something big or it's something small, goes directly to their local food pantry. It helps support families and neighbors facing food insecurity right here in our community. And together, this is a great way to make meaningful differences. It helps to make a meaningful difference, so to say. It helps to share kindness with folks. It uplifts the community, and it helps to fill in the Crystal Lake Food Pantry with heart and also care. So please feel free to check that out. They also do have a list of the participating businesses that are included in there too that are helping to make this happen. So if you do want to donate, you can go to their website at donatenow.networkforgood.org. They have a donation center. The same also applies, of course, here for the Food for Greater Elgin. You can always feel free to reach out to them and check out some things that are coming up. I know that they have been posting about this. We've been mentioning it on here as well, too. Those new SNAP requirements are officially in effect. So what does that mean for you? Well, it means ensuring your access to food doesn't go away by checking to make sure that you are meeting the monthly work requirements and reporting any changes to IDHS. And of course, also remember that Food for Greater Elgin is always there to help. So if this is something that maybe you're a little bit afraid of, you're like, oh my goodness, now the SNAP requirements have changed. What am I going to do? These different facilities, especially Food for Greater Elgin, if you're in the Elgin area, is here to help out. So the sources are there, the resources are there, the volunteers are there to help out, and it's only going to make the food pantry stronger too. They've been mentioning this as well. We've had them on the air before talking about SNAP requirements back in, it was around maybe August. They mentioned it here too, that it was going to be coming up and that a lot of people were worried about it, and they wanted to ensure people that they are there to help. And then they said, it just means that we're going to have to work harder. And they're willing to do so because they know it's going to help so many people. So don't hesitate. Reach out for help. They're available. foodforgreaterelgin.org/plan your visit for distribution hours and how to start shopping with them too. So definitely check that out. And then also coming up March 31st, and we'll definitely make sure to have Emily back on with us too. Palette to Palette is once again coming up in the new year here, 2026. I attended that last year. I had a great time. They had a lot of different pictures that people were able to take. They had a photo booth stand that you could, well, it wasn't a photo booth, but it was kind of like one that you could stand in and take some pictures. Lots of great food. I remember I had a tamale. I had pizza from Danny's Pizza. I had some wings. I had some mostaccioli. I mean, they had a wide range of different food options for you to try out. And that's a great way to also come together with different businesses and check them out in your local community. So that's exciting. That's coming up March 31st. So a little over a month away from now, but we'll definitely make sure to be mentioning that throughout the month too. The time is almost 48 past the hour. We're going to take our final time out. When we come back, we'll continue on talking more about what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. So stay tuned for more here on Out to Lunch, your local trusted radio station as well. WRMN. We'll be back in just a bit.
Welcome to downtown Elgin, where businesses, community, and creativity come together. The Downtown Neighborhood Association provides valuable, complimentary services to all downtown businesses, organizations, property owners, and residents, helping you gain exposure and thrive. Whether you're already part of the district or exploring a new downtown location, DNA is here to help your vision grow. Join us in creating a vibrant, connected, and successful downtown Elgin. Call now 847-488-1456, or you can email info@downtownelgin.com. Ask for Jennifer Facala. Downtown Neighborhood Association, where the heart of business beats strong.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At U.S. Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With U.S. Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
U.S. Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With U.S. Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose U.S. Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. U.S. Med. Better service, better care. 800-785-1673. 800-785-1673. 800-785-1673. That's 800-785-1673.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley, and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. We still have a little bit of time left here. Of course, if you do follow the Elgin Police Department, if you're in the Elgin area and West Dundee, you might be aware, of course, of the recent deceased subject that was found in the Jelkes Creek near South 8th Street and Bunkowski Road. That was in West Dundee. That did happen yesterday at 10:50 a.m. The West Dundee Police Department contacted the Elgin Police Department advising about this too. Now, there are some updates here other than, of course, they haven't identified who the person is. No information, further information is available at the time, of course. So they are going to keep that until further notice. And again, the command post officers have cleared the area. More information is forthcoming. They are planning on conducting an autopsy by the Kane County Coroner's Office Wednesday, February 4th, to determine the cause and manner of death. Efforts are also underway to positively identify the person who is now deceased as well. So again, no further information is available at this time, and an update will be provided after the autopsy is conducted. So please, we'll keep you informed on that. But if you also want to keep informed as well, you can go to their Facebook page. That's Elgin Police Department as well too. Prayers to the family out there. Unfortunately happened that it happened. So the Elgin Fire Department removed the body. It was an adult male in the body of water. And again, the autopsy will be conducted by the Kane County Coroner's Office. That's Wednesday, February 4th, to positively identify the person there. So Again, I know a lot of people are curious about it. There's, making predictions and things like that, but just hold on to that until they do get further information, official updated information on that. Let's see, and some other news here as well, too. This big game weekend is, again, a real MVP. So keep friends from driving impaired. That was recently posted by the Elgin Police Department. The big game weekend is here, and the Elgin Police Department is reminding football fans and the partygoers that designated drivers are the best defense against the dangers of impaired driving. If your big game celebration involves alcohol or cannabis, plan for safe ride home with a sober driver. If you're hosting the party, take care of the designated drivers. Fans, don't let fans drive impaired. Extra patrols and enforcement will be conducted from Friday, February 6th through till the early morning hours of Monday, February 9th in Elgin. The Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign is administered and funded by the Illinois Department of Transportation with federal highway safety funds managed by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. So, as always, please buckle up. Make sure that you are not impaired when driving because you don't want to risk your life, especially others out there too. This is a great way to, great not in a good way, where if you are driving drunk, it's never okay, of course, too. So just recently posted on there. You can find that. That's from the Elgin Police Department. And thank you for all you do, of course, for the city of Elgin and the surrounding areas. And you can also tune in every Friday to Fridays with the Finest with Chief Anna Lally, keeping you up to date on what's happening in Elgin and with the police department and their force, too, and all that they do. So thank you so much, of course, as always. Wanted to let you know, of course, what we have for our schedule for the day today. I am on here until 1 o'clock. Up next, we have What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn. Hasn't posted anything yet, so what I would say is definitely wait and tune in. Tune in to What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn. We also do have Talk Time with Tammy and Friends. I'll be joining her for that show, and we'll have to wait and see if it's going to be a Matt and Tammy Tuesday or if she's going to be having some guests, but we're going to be talking about the Grammys, so stay tuned for that. We also do have Big Top Sports with Derek Geyer coming up today. That will be from 4 until 6. So he'll be the ringmaster, probably talking about the big game, right? We all know what that is. So that's going to be coming up this weekend, a big holiday celebration, big celebration that many folks in the U.S. are stoked about. So it's always going to be a good time. And even though I'm not a big sports person, I always have a really great time doing that too. You can also find some other things that are coming up as well. The Elgin History Museum, I know they recently did have their trivia night, which I'm sure was a big success. They've got their events calendar page that you can find. That's elginhistory.org for more information. You can also tune in at 7:30 every morning here on WRMN's Morning Show. We do play that Elgin 100 Years Ago, which also, of course, is in our rotation too. So you can listen in and kind of hear really what was... You'll get a little taste on what happened in Elgin on this day 100 years ago. And the Elgin History Museum does such a great job putting together these different edits. Thank you to Tricia Grosher for voicing this month's as well, too. Everyone that voices the Elgin 100, whether it's Tricia Grosser or Linda Rock or Nick Friedman or Alan Walters. You all do such a great job. So I want to give you a shout out there too. Elgin History Museum always does such a great job at what they do. So thank you so much for that. There is a volunteer appreciation lunch coming up. That's Saturday, February 14th on Valentine's Day. The museum wants to thank their volunteers for their hard work and dedication. So save the date. That'll be coming up. The event details will be coming soon. You can find that posted on their website, and that's elginhistory.org for more information. So, of course, you can always keep yourself up to date and in the loop with what's going on in the Fox River Valley and also in Elgin. We've got exploreelginarea.com is another great one to check out for local events that'll be coming up and some recurring events, too. You can also go to, if you're closer into the Aurora area, enjoyaurora.com is another good one. You can check out local presentations and more. So don't hesitate. Check those out. Coming up tomorrow, it is Wings Wednesday. We're going to be talking about those great local theater performances and what's coming up new for Fox Valley theatrical organizations. Children's Theater of Elgin, Paramount Theater, Steel Beam Theater, Moonlight Theater. There's a lot out there, and we want to make sure that we cover it here on WRMN. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to your trusted local radio station here, serving you, the community, being a part of the community together, working together to make our community even stronger. And we want to share the stories, the legacies, and of course, the organizations and businesses out there, and share them with you here on WRMN, bringing that local content for news, talk, entertainment, and more. We are the voice of the Valley, WRMN. Have a wonderful rest of your day.